That was a good win for us. I told the team in the locker room that I was proud of their focus. This is not an easy place to get to play a game. It's a long ways out here, and today we had like an hour and 35-minute drive from the hotel getting in here. So I was a little concerned about guys losing their focus, but they did really well. They started fast. We were able to play like a disciplined football team. In my opinion, I thought we tackled pretty good for the first game. Ball security was important, did a nice job taking care of the football. So, basic blocking and tackling, good ball security, gave us a chance to play really well. Thought Spencer played well for his first time out. He was very effective. Obviously, Chew played good. Thought we blocked guys up front pretty well. Defensively, we're giving them too many opportunities on 3rd and long. We had issues with that last year, and we had issues with it again tonight. We're working hard to get them in 3rd and long, and we're giving them an opportunity to get out. We got to get off the field on 3rd and long to improve. Special teams was good. We need to improve our kick cover, but overall our special teams was good. So it's a good start for us. Need to get packed up and get home, get the players off Saturday, and we'll get back at it on Sunday.
Mike, you said you're going to play both quarterbacks. You got Drew in the last series, but when was the plan to go with Spencer the whole way?
Well, we made that decision a few days ago. I don't know, 3-4 days ago, maybe something like that. I'm not for sure. To go ahead and put him in and see how he executed, and then obviously once he started playing good, we just rode that wave.
What did you like about? You said he played good tonight. What did you like about the way he played?
I thought he handled the game really well. I didn't think he ever was flustered. I thought his demeanor was good. I thought he rushed the ball well. Seemed like he understood the throwing game for the most part. So for first time out, I thought he played pretty well.
Mike, this is year 2 of the rebuild here with Jonathan Smith. Did you see some things with Oregon State that impressed you that made maybe the fans think that things are going to go well here down the road?
Well, it's hard for me to comment on them. I'll say that he's in his 2nd year, and I just from an outsider looking in, it takes a lot of work to be successful here. I thought they had a really good plan offensively in the first quarter and a half, which is a good sign of a staff that understands and knows what they're doing, in my opinion. So it takes time. It's just not going to happen overnight. But I thought defensively they had a good plan. Now, we were able to expose them at times with our skill players, but I thought their plan was good, the way they came into the game. They were bringing pressure on early downs and trying to I'm guessing they were trying to confuse Spencer. But it takes time. It's just not going to happen overnight.
Mike, what did Spencer do well that it surprised you, that kid, for the first time out on the road, not sure what you're going to get?
Well, it didn't surprise me. I don't think that we had any idea what he would do, but I didn't necessarily think it surprised me. I just think he handled the game well. Being a good quarterback in our offense, and probably for most other teams at this level, has been able to handle the game and not get flustered, and he was in control of the game pretty well.
Moving Malcolm to linebacker, this is his first game in that position. What did you think of his performance today?
I have to admit, for defense, for me, I have to watch the tape. Offense, I can see it. Defense, I can. I just don't have a history on that side of the ball, and so I'm not sure what everybody's doing all the time. And so I have to watch the tape. It seemed like he tackled well. He was in on a few key tackles. I thought he did a nice job of tackling. But other than that, defensively, it's hard for me to comment because I have to watch the tape.
Mike, your drive scored on the first possession of the 3rd quarter, and there was a delay, I think, during that time. And there was talk in the press box that maybe some of your coaches at halftime got stuck in the
You're talking about 3rd quarter.
3rd quarter, yeah.
Yeah, they were all stuck in the elevator. There was nobody when it was Earth to Houston, Houston to Earth. There was nobody up there.
Was it the entire staff or just the offensive?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Dunn called the plays in the opening drive because there was nobody up there.
I think you work okay.
Yeah, it worked out good. So it got started fast, and then I realized offensively, obviously Dunn's been here with me for 9 or 10 years, so he just called the plays. So the way that we do it, I didn't even know there was nobody up there. And then defensively, when we got ready to kick off, they said, now you know there's not any coaches in the box. I said, I didn't know that. Nobody told me. So that's when I said, and Coach did a good job because he has there's not really a rule that says they have to stop the game. I mean, it's almost a gentleman's agreement. He could just say, we're not stopping it, and it's just bad luck. But he did the right thing. That's what I would have done. He stopped the game, and I don't know what they did to get out, but got everybody out, and we started again.
Coach, Chuba's been the glorified starting running back since the bowl game. Did you expect him to have as big of a performance tonight?
Chuba's very, very serious about football. And one thing I mentioned to you guys about a month ago was I see some guys go through this transition, and it's usually really good players, James Washington, Mason, Brailford, Ogba, those guys. Chuba's really serious about football now. He's not in any shape or form when he's in jacking around. When he's at practice, he's serious. So he's off to a good start.
Guys in front of him looked like they were pretty physical, their offensive line.
I thought they did a nice job. I thought we blocked them. I know for sure 3 times we threw a no-hitter. 2 of them I think was 78. It's first time out there. And then we got confused a little bit on a different call. That part I can kind of tell from offense. But for the most part, I thought we blocked them, and I thought the tight ends blocked them.
How did you feel like Sean Gleason did in his first performance?
Who?
Coach Gleason?
I thought he was good. I mean, I didn't notice anything different. I mean, the difference is our personnel is not. I mean, we're a little somewhat different than we have been. So the game's going to be called differently. But in the flow of our offense, the way we play, I thought it was done pretty well.
You didn't have a whole lot of conventional first half. Then you had 5 snaps with 4 wideouts, which that's been your base offense for a long time. You had a lot more in the second half. Was that a game plan decision going in that they were going to change in the second half?
Yeah, they wanted to jump into 10 personnel in the second half and start the second half that way. They should have made adjustments at halftime based on the tight end offense, and then we came out into 10 personnel and then flowed back into 12 personnel.
But 10 is
A 4 wideouts, yeah.
And the 12 is 2 tights. basically.
Yeah. And so we wanted to jump into 10 personnel in the second half for a series or 2 and then go back if we felt like it. But we didn't want to show much 10 personnel until after halftime to try to help adjustments.
You took it fairly conservative, maybe not conservative, but you didn't throw much the first quarter. Moved the ball well, but were you just easing Spencer into the game or not?
Not really. We're just rushing the ball good. I mean, we were blocking, and I don't know what we averaged per carry in the first half rushing the ball, but it was pretty good. So it was we were blocking them. They had been a 3-down team with not a lot of extra guys overhang on the edge, which should allow us to rush the football if done properly. And so that was kind of our plan coming in. And they stayed way back too. They were rolling a safety over the top of 2 a bunch. So when they're that far back, we have to rush the football. We tried to throw over their head a couple times, but they're just so far back. Now he hit number 8 dead in his hands. It went right through his arms when on that one play. It was a nice throw, and he ran by him. But the other ones, we tried to run by him. They were too far back.
You were preaching all camp and all off-season, win with discipline.
Mhm.
You're pleased with that aspect of it?
We're better, much better. I mean, you can tell by watching us, we were a much more disciplined team. Now, we got a long ways to go. We had 2 penalties in the end. We took everybody out and put all the young guys in. And I told the defense, if they score, they score. I'm okay. I want the other guys to play, and I don't want any starters out there right now. And so I think we had an offsides. We had a pass interference. But other than that, so we would have had 4 penalties for 30-something yards. It's pretty good. We got a long ways to go, but we're better. from a discipline standpoint. I can sleep on the plane going home now. Last year I had a hard time whenever we were undisciplined, so I'm not saying that we've arrived, I'm just saying that we're better.
Mike, was it comforting to have, with maybe more of an unknown quarterback, with Spencer being so young, was it comforting to have your more veteran guys like Wallace and Hubbard step out and help by making plays that they did?
With what?
Having Tylen, Wallace, and Chuba both help make, they, as more established players, make the plays that they did.
Are you talking about to get acclimate 3?
Yeah.
No doubt. I mean, and I'm just going off history. Spencer, maybe it wouldn't have bothered him. I don't know, but they need some reassurance that they don't have to do it all on their own. And so, without a doubt, it helps when those guys make plays. And then I'm guessing it allowed him to relax some and be able to function.
Coach, you may answer this before. What changed between last Friday's press conference and before kickoff when you chose Sanders to be a starter?
Well, we've been watching practice every day. And in about the middle of last week, we felt like that he gave us the best chance to win this game. That's what it came down to.
And do you see him being the starter for next week against Tulsa?
You want me to make a change now? I'm going to go with it. But I will say this, and I say that sarcastically kind of, but not really. I felt bad toward the end that Drew didn't get in. Spencer was playing so good, we couldn't take him out. I mean, so but he has done very well, and he's going to get on the field. He's going to get on there. And at the end, it doesn't count, okay? But his attitude's been good, and I told him, I said, if he doesn't want to go in at the end of the game, I understand. Because, just personally you don't, but he wanted in. So they've done well. And it's not easy for him to swallow. He's got pride. He's a competitive young man. The other guy was playing good. We just couldn't take him out.
Did anything change in Spencer's demeanor from what you've seen in practice to tonight? The lights coming on?
I mentioned that right before you got in here. The thing that he was effective at tonight is what his demeanor never changed. Now, well, we were behind early in the game, right? I was going to say we're never behind, but we were behind early, and he was fine. That's a big part of being a successful quarterback at this level, in my opinion. You got to be able just to ride the wave, and everything's okay, and just go make a play. And we didn't know. We just knew that he came from a very, very productive high school program where they played in a lot of big games. I mean, it's big time football down there, and so they play in pressure situations a lot. I'm guessing that probably worked to his benefit.